Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Peeps and Poops. I'm your host, Mr. Rainy Weather, and we're going over to grab something to eat really quick. And for the first time in a long time, it's raining again. And for the first time in a long time, I don't have any dogs with me, and I feel naked. I feel like I forgot something, which I did. I forgot 5 dogs and a cat, and not that I need to be going around everywhere with all these pets. But we're doing a couple rescues, so it's been a lot of making sure all the dogs are in the right place at the right time and the proper introductions and so on. And the cat's cool. This one dog that we rescued off the street has a hurt paw, and we can get into that later. But today I wanted to talk to you about dog beds. So one of the things we're doing is we're not going to let the dogs just have run of the couch and run of the beds, and that's all the territory stuff, and that's the territory pecking order stuff. And if you picture like the alpha wolf up at the top, then the next step is the beta wolf, and then the carotene wolf, and then the so on all the way down. And they're always like wrestling and batting for position, and then moving up and down. And there can be numerous wolves in a pack, and they all know the pecking order, and that's who gets to eat off the dead caribou or whatever first, and things like that. So you always have this pecking order thing happening, and who's the alpha dog? Well, as far as the owner, the trainer, and the kids, and the handler, and the reiner and the wrangler, who's the alpha? Well, that's always being determined by the dogs and territory and resources. So you're controlling the food. You're not leaving bowls of food on the floor, so you control the food. And the next thing is, especially with a lot of these dogs that have a lot of drive and they're always wanting to challenge the other dogs and challenge you, you have to control the territory. So, way back in the day, they didn't have so many fancy dog beds. It was a lot of cardboard boxes with old blankets. And that's just kind of like where the dogs had their puppies and go to your place, and oh, that dog's grumpy, stay away from it. And it was the whole dog thing was, people didn't brush their dog's teeth, and so now dogs and the whole pet industry is just like whoosh, as they say, on a whole nother level. So anyway, oh, there goes Tom, neighbor Tom. So anyways, what's happening is every time you turn around, boop, 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 3 dogs up on a couch. Every time you go in a room, whoop, 2 dogs or 1 or 2 dogs up on a bed. So no more of that. And then what do? People, when you're doing people's dogs, they always say, "Oh God, what fun is it to have a dog? I want to have my dog up on the couch with me. I want to have the dog in the bed with me." And I get that. You want to hang with your dog. And for me, that's always been like, well, you want to dial in your dog from here on. And they're calling John the Nazi dog trainer, and I've had people going, "You're the Nazi dog trainer," and I'm like Mr. Pushover compared to the canine guru. So the next thing that needs to be done is the territory. So the dogs can't just go up on the bed, go up on the couch, and that's always one of the most difficult things for a dog owner who just loves their dog, wants to be with their dog, wants to bond with their dog, and I understand all that totally. But you can't let the dog up on top of you physically, because that's the same as, a dog like letting another dog know that it's now alpha over you. And letting these high drive dogs up on the couch, up on the bed, it's like with German Shepherds and Rottweilers, and different dogs have different personalities, right? But if I had to generalize by the breed, and I think the breed is more than just the individual dog's personality. I'd say the breed is like 75-80%. And the dog's individual personalities maybe 25%. So if you have a Rottweiler or a Doberman or a semi-aggressive German Shepherd or a Pitty or a Just, you could go down the list of like chows, Akitas, Huskies, all those, kind of intense dogs. You have to like really kind of keep them in their place and let them know that you're the boss. Otherwise, they're going to make the decision. Well, here's the mailman. Shall I attack this male person or not? Oh, here's a child that just ran in and jumped on my head. Am I being attacked by something? Should I take action? You want the dog to like look at you, okay? And you're only going to have the dog looking at you to make the decision if you've established that you're the alpha over the dog. I hate to use the term alpha so much, but that's what it is basically. So the thing that you always have to tell the dog owner is, that's your territory, that's the couch. That is your territory. Owner, the couch is your territory, not the dog's. Owner, the bed is your territory, not the dog. Oh, great. So now I can't have my dog up on the couch. Now I can't have the dog up on the bed. So what do? It's like you have to go down to the dog's level. I've got to get up on the floor, I've got to get down on the floor, then I've got to get up off the floor. Every time I want to hang out with my dog, forget that. I'm going to have the dog jump up on the couch and I'm going to pet it and I'm going to watch TV and the dog's here with me. Okay, but then you've just told the dog it's alpha, and then when the mailman comes, the dog decides if it's going to attack. If kids run in the house, the dog decides if it's going to attack. If another dog comes over, the dog is deciding if these things are a threat or a nuisance. No, you take over your territory, put the dog on a lower level, then the dog will look to you as alpha and see if you want to, if you want to attack this, that, or that, and that's how, that's what a lot of people are missing that, and it's the least fun thing to dial in with your dogs. One of the least fun things to dial in is the territory. And the way to do it is this. Now, they have these awesome dog beds. They look almost like little kid beds, and they even have like really nice, they look like miniature king beds, right? So just go to one of these like Co-Pets or any big pet store that has and just wears the biggest dog bed, and it looks like a couch. It's like a piece of furniture, but that's what you want, because it's your couch is like here, and then this awesome king dog bed is lower. That's where the dog goes. You want to hang with the dog, you go and you get on this awesome king dog bed with the dog. When it's time to like eat something, or just like making sure that the dog's not getting up on you on the couch, you sit on the couch, and then the dog will always go to his place. In the living room, the dog has his big king bed that's lower than yours. So that's the way to do it. And these days, these pet stores have so many cool dog beds, and they might be pricey, but it's a lot better to spend a little bit of money on this nice dog bed and have the dog bed lower than the couch, and then you go down to the dog's level, and then you go back up to your couch, which is the alpha territory, then you go down to the dog's level. You can sleep with the dog all night long on these big comfortable things. They're awesome. So just seeing all this dog stuff and kind of knowing how it works, that's just one of the things that people skip, and then they just let the dog up on the couch, let the dog up on the bed, and then they wonder why they have these behavior problems, and then they want to pay a trainer a bunch of money to come in, and the trainer goes, this is where you're at with the dog stuff. And they're like, I'm not going to keep my dog on the floor. I have a dog so I can have him on the couch and watch TV with me. It's like, okay, so the solution is the big, nice dog bed that's the dog's lower place. Go to your place and you go down to the dog's level, but you do not bring the dog up to take over your territory, being the couch, or take over your territory, being the bedroom. And the way I would do it is I would have the bedroom with one of those big, nice dog beds in the bedroom. I'd have the living room with a big, nice dog bed in the living room, and then I would have the crate. So you would be able to totally dial your dog in 100% if you did these things and you stuck to it. Now, not all breeds are like this, but yeah, this is the way you want to do it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. It's rainy here in California. Do the like, subscribe. Thanks for listening. We're going to get some better dog videos up there where we actually show you how to train the dogs. I haven't really been using bait to train the dogs, okay? You can get the, if I go in to do somebody's dog, get the dog hungry, and I go in and I train the dog with bait. But more of the time, it's like training the dog's owner on how to deal with the dogs and how to apply all these things. So for now, it's just a lot of me rambling. And I apologize, because it's like, okay, well, let's see you do the dogs, and let's see you teach the dogs tricks and teach the dogs things and make better videos. It's just a lot of me doing the dogs and then turning on the phone and talking about all the things that are coming to mind as I'm doing these dogs and doing these rescues and doing Barnabas the cat. Meow. So, okay, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay.